pastures abroad. And on the foreign front, the Central African Republic says the departure of hundreds of Russian Wagner troops is part of a rotation of forces rather than a withdrawal. Well, we've got details of these and many more coming up in the next 60 minutes if you spend your time with me. Remember, we're live on DSTV channel 27. Let's settle for the details of the story. Let's begin from the floor of Parliament, because the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin, during the week said that there was the need for the three arms of government to work together and respect each other's decisions on national issues. The Speaker of Parliament made the comments on Thursday after a presentation and the first reading of the Narcotics Regulation Commission Amendment Bill 2023 by the Interior Minister Ambrose Derry on the floor of Parliament.
We are, however, not reviewing the decision of the Supreme Court. What we are seeking to do is to correct an error and reinstate the right provision. And so I am going to refer the bill to the Committee on Defense and Interior for consideration and report to the House. Since it is just a section, the committee could present the report within 1 week. It's a matter that is dear to my heart personally, and I think the country is losing a lot as a result of this decision. We need to work expeditiously to rectify the wrong. I hope that the three arms of government will work together and respect each other. In cases of doubt, it's important to consult the other arm before giving finality to whatever decision the other arm wants to take. And I don't think that is proper for the judiciary to, without knowing how we conduct our business here, really go into how we conduct the business and make such important decisions without consulting the House. That is improper. I have made this known to them, and I want this to be known publicly. This is for the benefit of the country.
And now let's delve deeper into this very conversation. Vitus Ban is a private legal practitioner, and he joins me via phone. Good afternoon, Counsel. Good afternoon, Counsel.
Yeah, good afternoon, George, and good afternoon to you.
Counsel, good to have you on Midday Live. Counsel, is the Speaker right when he says it is important to consult the other arm of government before giving finality to whatever decision the other arm wants to take? That's the judiciary he referenced.
Thank you for the opportunity. I cannot say in exact words whether the Speaker is right or wrong, but what I can say is that the law recognizes the three arms of government. The Constitution recognizes the three arms of government, and these three arms of government are to operate in a manner that basically fosters our goals and aspirations as a people. And indeed, the Constitution of Ghana talks about the independence of the judiciary in Article 125(1), when it talks about the fact that the judiciary is supposed to be independent and subject only to the Constitution. So all the other arms of government, their activities, their powers can be pronounced upon by the judiciary, where the judiciary thinks that an organ of government has acted in excess of its powers or has acted unconstitutionally. The judiciary is empowered to declare such acts as unconstitutional. So if the Speaker is asking for the arms of government to work together and to respect each other's decisions, I think that we must understand the context in which he says that. It should not be meant to, it should not be read to mean that the Speaker is asking that the judiciary basically subjugates, basically respects Parliament and takes Parliament's words as final in its judicial decision making. So yes, I think that Parliament, the Speaker of Parliament was sued in that particular case in reference. The Attorney General was sued. So it was within the power of the Attorney General and Parliament to basically present the evidence that they had about the constitutionality of the provision that the Supreme Court struck down. The court will not be able to come and meet, for instance, the Speaker of Parliament and say, how did you go through this? That burden is on the Attorney General, that burden is on the Speaker of Parliament, who are parties to the lawsuit, to bring to the court the evidence that they have complied with Article 106, Clause 6 of the Constitution, that they have debated on the provision that is in question, Section 43 of the Narcotics Control Commission Act. So the court will not relax those rules of evidence and come into, let's say, the chamber of the Speaker and ask the Speaker, how did you go about making this Section 43 of the law? The court will rely on the evidence that is before the court. And indeed, the plaintiff or the petitioner, whoever is the person, whoever is the one instituting the action, his lawyers will have the right to question or object to certain evidence if they flout our rules. So those rules of evidence will also continue to apply. So it may not be the case that the court will have to come to the Speaker to probably find out his opinion or the processes that they have used in making the law. Parliament would have to furnish the court with that information in the form of admissible evidence, which the court can then consider and make a decision based on whether the court is convinced that it is the defendants who have made the case or it is the plaintiff who have made the case. The court will then make its findings. So that is my respectful view on the matter, please.
Counsel, do you perceive some friction between the two arms of government, and how well can that be resolved?
Well, friction, yes, I see a little bit of friction, particularly with reference to this case in point, because the issue before the court was basically whether Parliament complied with Article 106, Clause 6 of the Supreme Law of the Land, the Constitution of Ghana, whether Parliament had a full debate on the Section 43 that is being complained of. And the court was convinced that Parliament did not follow that procedure. Parliament, on the other hand, thinks that it has the right to determine its own procedure as far as the lawmaking process is concerned in Parliament. And then, so this is where I see the conflict. So Parliament is saying that for us, when we talk about debate, when we put a matter into consideration, well, we may have people who may speak for or speak against. So if we have no one speaking against the bill, then, or a section of it, then we can take it that we have arrived at some consensus, and the need for further debate of the bill would have ended. That is, in my respectful view, that is how Parliament sees it. And the Supreme Court, on the other hand, sees otherwise. It thinks that the provision in Article 106, Clause 6, is very clear that there must be a full debate on all the provisions in the bill. And so, to the extent that there was no full debate on the Section 43, the Supreme Court thinks that the law is, that aspect of the law is unconstitutional. But we must bring to the fore the fact that the standing orders of Parliament, yes, Parliament has a right to make standing orders to regulate their own procedure. But Article 110, Clause 1 of the Constitution is clear that those those standing orders must be in compliance with the Constitution. They are subject to the Constitution. So if the standing orders violate the Constitution, those aspects of the standing orders will be struck down as unconstitutional. That is my humble view.
Thank you very much, Vitus Bang. Vitus Bang is a private legal practitioner, and conversations centered on the call by the Speaker of Parliament to have all the three arms of government working together. And away from the Parliament, let's talk some politics. All is set for the victory rally of the opposition NDC in the Assin North constituency. After a keenly contested election that saw the election of the embattled MP James Gyakye Quayson, the largest opposition party is set to address the constituent officially to say thank you for the confidence reposed in them. Former President John Dramani Mahama, Chairman Johnson Siedu Nketia, and the minority leadership in Parliament will be addressing the supporters. While my colleague Komla Kluche is in the area and joins me via Zoom for more on this very development. Good afternoon, Komla.
Good afternoon, John.
Komla, how is preparations going in the area?
Well, you can see from the background, they're just waiting for John Dramani Mahama to come in together with the member of Parliament, James Gyakye Quayson, and then other bigwigs of the party. But I can tell you for sure, George, that a host of MPs are here, national officers of the party are here. We understand that John Dramani Mahama himself has brought it into the constituency. His advance team is already here and paving way for him to come through. There's a church service that happened early in the morning. There's one that's going to happen at the Methodist ground over. But I have Parliament here, the member of Parliament for Santa the Central Town Roosevelt, who will join me for us to talk a little bit about what's going to go on. And let me start with you at ADA. You said if you can just a little bit and look into the camera. How significant is this thing to all?
I just indicated to you that what the good people of Assin North have done is to send a clear signal to the rest of the country. And then also to give us a new leaf in our democratic dispensation, that no matter what anybody throws at you, the goodies, cash, whatever, at the end of the day, your conscience is the prime factor. Vote according to your conscience. And this is exactly what the people of Assin North did. The MPP threw everything at them, everything and anything at them. Loads of cash, loads of logistics, roofing sheets, building materials, whatever you can talk of. Even all of the things.
The sharing was actually across. Yes. You also shared something.
My brother, look, I'm sure what happened in this house.
I am aware. I mean, it was where I but let's stay on the focus. I mean, the issue.
We said that thousand. Yeah, yes, I brought it up.
Well. The issue of
so
the thank you is what is.
Yeah, so I'm just indicating to you that this is the significance of what the Assin North people have done to show us the way that at the end of the day, our conscience and how we assess the impact of policymakers' policies on our lifestyle, on our living conditions, is what should guide how we move. And so that is why we are showing the rest of this country, and that's what I'm sure will happen, and it will show us the way towards 2024. And
I'll come back to you to talk about the boycott, but let me get your take on this. I mean, with respect to the projects that are ongoing, you have been in the conference, I think, from yesterday or so. You came during the by-election. What have you seen in the constituency? For instance, the capital over here, road construction and others that are ongoing. Have you seen the contractors back on site?
Thank you very much. It is very clear that the speed at which the construction was going on.
You're talking about the speed.
Has subsided significantly. I saw some few workers on one of these roads.
Okay.
I never saw any machinery anywhere. I saw only few workers on one of the roads down there.
Okay.
And I saw that nothing was still going on. What was they were doing was not road construction.
Okay.
But the way they started, the way I saw it during the
by-election.
During the campaign, it was no longer like that. Which is a clear indication that what we heard is that they had taken the machinery after the election is very good.
Nonetheless, work is still ongoing. Many times, Gabriel,
Central government. Finally, from you, when it comes to boycott, we know the minority have said that they are boycotting proceedings from the House as long as three of the colleagues want to get
And that was my colleague Komala Kuch reporting live from Asante North on the NDC victory rally, just to officially thank constituents for reposing confidence in the MP-elect. He tells me former President John Dramani Mahama and chairman of the party, Johnson Isiedun Ketia, and some minority leadership will be addressing Party Faithful this afternoon. We'll be following up and then update you shortly in our subsequent bulletins. Away from politics, many health workers, especially nurses, have left various hospitals in the Ashanti region to seek better condition of service. But not all have lost hope, though. A senior nurse at the Comfort Noche Teaching Hospital believes government can, as a matter of urgency, improve condition of service to avoid losing most professionals to other countries like the UK. Beatrice Pugabra has filed this report.
Gifty Nelson, a midwife by profession, sells gari and beans to support her family. She intends to travel outside to seek better condition of service. The only thing keeping her is her young family.
To go, I even advise them to go, especially the young ones, because living in Ghana as a nurse and a midwife and a teacher, let me speak for myself as a nurse or a teacher. When you are single, I think it will be better. But when you start making a family, you cry your way out.
Records from the Ashanti Regional Health Directorate indicate some 304 health workers, mostly nurses, have left the shores of Ghana in the first quarter of this year.
When we did our analysis for the first quarter of the year, we realized that about 304 of our staff requested for leave without pay. That means that they've left the service.
United Kingdom has been the most preferred destination. They have gone to seek better condition of service. Gifty echoes the thought of many nurses who want the opportunity to travel to seek greener pastures. Regional Health Director sounds alarm this could affect quality health care delivery, as those leaving are the skilled hands.
These are very skillful health workers. They've been trained for years. They have the right knowledge, the right skills, and then the right attitude to provide the service. But now it seems that they've been attracted outside the country. So most of them are outside. For those that we did the investigation and realized that most of them are working outside the country, though they've requested for leave without pay. But they've gone outside the country to go and work. And it's worrying.
But not all health workers would want to leave despite their current condition. A senior nursing officer at Comfort Noche Teaching Hospital, Catherine Crunchy Eastwood, noted the exodus of nurses is not a new trend, but the current numbers are frightening.
Numbers are extremely large because, for instance, I listened once to a program being organized in relation to the international nursing program in Canada, and the Ghana Registered Nurses Association, had some talks with people. So it came up that currently there are over 16,000 applications at the Ministry of Health, and these people are looking for clearance just so they can leave. And there should be a reason why these countries who are recruiting are looking for experienced nurses, and not those who have just graduated from school. And we are ready to let our experienced nurses go.
Will you go if you get the opportunity?
Oh, I would love to travel and come back home. Not to go there and work and settle, no. I really much want to stay. I mean, a lot of my friends are even surprised I'm still here. But I'm happy working in Ghana and serving Kumasi especially.
She admonished the government to motivate health professionals, sacrificing to stay in Ghana with opportunities for career advancement and provision of basic social amenities in hard-to-reach areas. Sustainable Development Goal 3 underpins the need to ensure healthy lives and promoting well-being of all ages in all communities. To achieve this, health professionals play a significant role, and government must, as a matter of urgency, improve conditions of service of health professionals for majority of the skilled hands to stay to provide quality health care to Ghanaians. Beatrice Piogabra, TV3 News, Kumasi.
Well, you're watching Major Life here on TV3 with me, Josh Quinning. We're going for a quick commercial break. We're back with more news. Stay with us.
Everybody knows Acrobato. And if you know Acrobato, it means you know M-Punch Homeopathic Clinic. M-Punch Homeopathic Clinic is my pillar. Let's hear what others are saying about M-Punch Homeopathic Clinic. Who will be careful M-Punch one?
Just na me ankasa me problem na say problem suwum ntina ma wo ho idea ma me papa just na nya asem ketewa na me coin point no mo hwe me mogam no mo hwe bibia na so mo meduro a me fire no ene ma won kura me enu foforo kwa na me coin mu a eba
head everything yourself
me ma me no adwodwo eda ho a wontumi nante ene ne ko end point o mama nunu a ene ne ho idea watimi asori anante.
That's end point for you of Acrobato. Hello hey ohwehwe what che okay a free bra wo di end point what dance am me call you no me Johnson se man enkoyie e paso na my emre nyina na magina sebema na me be fie for there e ho na nyina jaresa. You heard everything. I have secret. M-Punch is my secret. M-Punch Homeopathic Clinic. I'm free.
10 valiant men, all poised to battle for their bragging right.
Old wine is sage, improves as time goes on. The stars have aligned for us in this moment. Our time is now. We did not come to first-time shows. We came with our own. Fresh power, phenomenal strength, new and never seen before.
Who takes the title? Ghana's Strongest, the power to do.
Catch the new season of Ghana's Strongest Sunday at 4 p.m. only on TV3. Ghana's Strongest is powered by Gasem, the nation builder. Brought to you by Mixi Choco, Channel Hot,
Deluxy Acrylic Paint,
Drugnet.
On the 9th of July 2023, the journey of happily ever after begins for one couple to be given the right to be called Ghana's perfect match. After weeks of love, drama, betrayal, and loyalty, we bring you the grand finale of your premier television reality show, Perfect Match Extra. 3 couples have gone through 9 weeks of love and drama and have proven their union is fit enough to be that perfect match. A couple now stands a chance to win 50,000 Ghana cedis cash, sponsor products, and so much more. Which couple is it going to be? Kobella, Gralino, or Etolin? Remember that you have the power to vote your favorite couple to become the maiden winners of Perfect Match Extra. Keep voting for your favorite couple on the TV3 reality app and on pmextra.tv. Join us at the forecourt of TV3 on the 9th of July 2023 from 6 p.m. sharp by answering questions and winning points on pmextra.tv. And be a part of a love festival before the main show at 8 p.m. sharp. Let's end all the fun and drama on a perfect note with a grand finale of Perfect Match Extra Season 1.
Perfect Match Extra is sponsored by Close Up Complete Fresh Protection for your important oral care needs. Geisha Moringa and Geisha Black Soap for soft and glowing skin. Frutelli Calipo, Forever Clear. Beauty by Kava.
Darling Lemon Drink,
Flora Tissue, and Napa Foods. Say Napa, Enye Ono Soko. Heaven Black Insecticide Spray and Coil. Heaven Dear Bakope. Top Choco, Ebony Condoms.
Gino Tomato Mix.
Supported by Bell Ice, Capfam, Empire Kitchens, Drugnet, Malcolm, where Ghana shops.
Blue Jeans Energy Drink.
The fishing industry in Ghana is of prime importance to the economy and the well-being of the people. Sadly, this critical industry faces a hidden threat that threatens its very existence and survival. Join us as we shine our spotlight on the canker of illegal fishing, a practice that has devastated our marine resources, depleting our fish stock, leaving our fishermen with empty nets, fish processors struggling to survive, and our communities in dire straits. We delve into safe fish handling and processing, certification and licensing schemes. We focus our sharp lenses on child labor and trafficking in fishing communities to demand accountability and responsiveness from duty bearers. Join Three Foundations advocacy for Ghana's fisheries recovery through missions compelling and captivating advocacy. Keep an eye out on TV3. This program is under the auspices of the Feed the Future Ghana Fisheries Recovery Activity, funded by USAID, from the American people, live on News 360 and across all Media General social media platforms.
Welcome back from the break. In more news this afternoon, the Ghana National Association of Teachers, NAT, and Canadian Teachers Federation are collaborating to offer competency and professional development to teachers nationwide. It includes upgrading for promotion and improved working conditions.
The Ghana National Association of Teachers, NAT, and the Canadian Federation of Teachers, CTF, have been working together for 60 years, identifying communities and providing schools. Their partnership includes teacher upgrade for the global world of work. To enhance their work, they have agreed to focus on competence and professional development for teachers.
We go to communities to encourage the girl-child education, and CTF has been sponsoring it. The other thing that CTF has been helping us is providing some kind of bursaries for scholarship for women in particular, and that's for teachers who teach in difficult areas. They normally have some kind of support for us, and we also top it up, and then we get it done.
A former provost of the University of Cape Coast, Professor Adwobin, underscored the need for teachers to continue with professional development.
The simple philosophy behind this partnership is that the most effective development, cooperation in the education sector is done by teachers, for teachers, and with the teachers. So the mantra is teaching teachers to teach.
The two groups have documented their 60-year work in a book.
Still on education, over 600 pupils at Dorimon in the Upper West region have been diagnosed with sight-related complications. 495 have pathological conditions requiring immediate medical attention, including refractive errors, cataract, and glaucoma.
15-year-old Usman Maruf faces visual impairment due to myopia, a common eye problem among children aged 5 to 15. Early treatment is crucial to prevent long-term struggles with eye issues. Maruf, a junior high school student, shares his experience and challenges due to a sight-related ailment.
It will become red. Water will be coming out from it. When I use my hands to rub it, then my friends will be laughing at me. And when I'm in classroom too, the teacher will write some words. I will see some, but I will not see some. I've been complaining since a long time, but they didn't say anything.
A primary 4 pupil, Blessing Bonu, is suffering from a similar eye condition like Maruf. Her sister had earlier dropped out due to the same sight issues.
His condition in classroom when he sits far away, he find it difficult to see. And then when you ask him a question about the alphabet, he also find it difficult to identify.
An optometrist and medical superintendent at the Bliss Eye Care, Dr. Zakaria Al-Hassan Baluri, led the team of medical experts.
If you are already short-sighted, that means your eyeball is bigger. And the more you are growing, it's also going to grow. On the average, with his prescription, which is a bit higher and combined, you have been spending not less than 2,000 cedis.
The Wild West District School Health Education Program Coordinator, Patrick Mona, is concerned.
Most of the children have challenges with their sight, but unknowingly, teachers tend to worry them. So with this screening, we can identify them early if they have any challenge with their sight, to go a long way to help our children to improve upon their learning and then learning outcomes.
The initiative is intended to provide essential eye care to rural communities that cannot afford such services.
Eye screening, because with the eyes, they are very delicate, and we are here encouraging kids to go to school, encouraging them in their education, and without their eyes can they do it? So I think the eye screening will help.
Having sight-related diseases can significantly impact a child's ability to learn and perform well in school. Common eye problems in children include myopia, hyperopia, cataract, and ptosis. Early intervention and corrective measures are crucial to prevent complications.
The capital, the municipal chief executive for the Ayawaso East Municipal Assembly, Hajia Salma Adams Kuta, has called for more collaboration with the private sector to ensure development is brought to the doorsteps of residents of Nima. The MCE made the remarks when she took delivery of 3 projects, including a hospital and a mosque.
The Ayawaso East Municipality was created in 2018 to speed up development in the community. The municipal chief executive and the member of parliament for Ayawaso East led a delegation to receive 3 projects in the community. The projects comprised the expansion of the maternity ward of the Nima Polyclinic and a new mosque. The occasion was also used to reward over 20 young entrepreneurs and commission an ultramodern national secretariat. The Association of Youth and Young Adult Development of Nima, AYAD, solicited funding for the project, which was solely sponsored by an international not-for-profit organization based in California, USA, the United Foundation for Global Development. The MCE for the municipality of Ayawaso East declared that she is ready to turn the area into one of the most attractive travel destinations.
We have done a lot of developmental projects in this municipality. One of the projects we had is the medical facility we are seeing there. We hope to see more. Please, we are really in need of such a wonderful structures.
Daoud Bahim is a co-founder of Ayad Ghana.
The purpose of Ayad was to get the Ayad members to come to the communities and help the communities. We are doing empowerment. Now Ayad is actually building, because most of the employees, the people that built the masjid and the clinic, were Ayad members.
The occasion was graced by the Palestinian ambassador to Ghana, Abdel Fattah Ahmed Khalil al-Satari.
Well, let's know what you make of stories that we aired so far. Just share with us your contributions, comment and reservations when you go onto our social media platforms, TV3 Ghana. And thanks in that regard. The Sanchi and Amanfa of Nungua traditional area in the Greater Accra region have sealed their age-old feud with a peace walk. It was attended by the Nungua Manche, the Wulomo, and Nilaye Afoteagbo, the regent of Katamanso.
The Sanchi and Amanfa of Nungua have been fighting over chieftaincy disputes for years, denying access to developmental projects. In many instances, the National Security Apparatus and the National House of Chiefs were brought in to intervene. To the end of the feud, Nungua Manche, who is also the Vice President of the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, Dr. Noble Professor King Odaifiu Wulinchi, and Wulomo joined forces for a peace walk. The regent for Katamanso, Nilaye Afoteagbo, and other sub-chiefs also participated in the peace process. Nungua Asafwache, Shipi, Abuye, Lukbo, Kakai the Fifth said the peace walk will bring significant progress to the community.
Since last year, there was this kind of disputes and all over this place, Nungua, and our leaders, the Bobulomo and the chief of Nungua, they've come to conclusion and they've understood themselves. They are one now. So who are we? As our heads are one, who are we? What are we supposed to say? Most of our festive activities are into customs. So we need to spice them with activities that will energize the youth. Through this coming together as one, we choose the team that, yes, we can. We can be whoever we want to be, especially for the good benefit of the people of Nungua.
The overlord of the Ga Dame state Lumo Boteke is optimistic that unity will be sustained.
Today, as you see us, both Sanchi and Amanfa are together. You saw the Nwamanche and the Babulomo all moving with us together as one body. So it's a very big achievement as far as the traditional area of the story is concerned. So we are moving. You see the number of people that have come today. We are many. So it tells you how happy people are.
Well, if you just tune in, you're watching Media Live on TV3. We're going for a quick commercial break. We're back shortly.
When it comes to the world of sports, what does complete mean to you?
When my team scores at the end of a 30-plus passing sequence, just like Pep Guardiola style.
When someone beats the buzzer with a shot from the logo, like Steph Curry.
Dominating opponents and punching my waist to a knockout like Africa's greatest boxer, Azuma Nelson.
Running so fast I can afford to celebrate midway through a 100-meter race and smash the world record like Usain Bolt.
Hold up. What makes all of these sports complete is the screen. This is where you get access to all the extensive highlights, analysis, and insights.
So do join us every Sunday at 6 p.m. live on 3FM 92.7 as we serve you the best sports buffet and most satisfying in the sports world. The 3 Sports team will come together to review, preview, and analyze the latest in the sports world here on Sports Ultras.
Kitchen Wars.
The most anticipated cooking reality show is making its return to your screen. It is Kitchen Wars Season 2. Old school alumni get ready to compete for yet another epic showdown. Which alumni will take over from WAS?
The school that came in first place, West Africa!
Get your ladles out, sharpen your knives, and be ready to battle it out. Interested alumni must be in a group of 6 to participate. Simply send your details 0531 906 281 to register and stand the chance of being the best alumni in the kitchen. It's Kitchen Wars Season 2. Kitchen Wars, your school feed cook. Kitchen Wars, coming soon on TV3.
Brought to you by Gino Tomato Mix.
And Napa Foods, say Napa, Enye Ono Soko.
10 valiant men, all poised to battle for their bragging right.
Old wine is say improves as time goes on. The stars have aligned for us in this moment. Our time is now. We did not come to first-time shows. We came with our own. Fresh power, phenomenal strength, new and never seen before.
Who takes the title? Ghana's Strongest, the power to do.
Catch the new season of Ghana's Strongest Sunday at 4 p.m. only on TV3. Ghana's Strongest is powered by Gasem, the nation builder. Brought to you by Mixi Choco, Channel Hot,
Deluxe Acrylic Paint,
Drugnet.
It is said that all drugs are poisons, but the right dose is what differentiates a poison from a remedy. Did you know that globally more than 11.8 million deaths are recorded each year as a result of drug misuse?
Did you also know that most adverse drug events could have been prevented if only you had spoken to your pharmacist?
And are you aware that untreated sexually transmitted infections could lead to infertility in the long term?
Ask Your Pharmacist is the only health show that brings pharmacists to the discussion to educate you on what that drug does to your body and help you better understand the medical condition and that pill before you swallow it.
So join us as we bring you exciting, compelling, and didactic health content every week right here on the station. My name is Peggy.
My name is Asabia.
And I am Kunedu. And we are your hosts.
Ask Your Pharmacist. Stay informed. Stay healthy. Ask Your Pharmacist Season 3 is proudly brought to you by Drugnet, the Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana, Let Up Pharmaceuticals, Chango, U School, and the Tema Christian Eye Center.
Ask Your Pharmacist shows Sunday at 1 p.m. on TV3.
There's a lot of myths surrounding Men's Cook. I mean, there are people saying you have to have a degree to be part of it, you have to audition and know how to dance to be a member of the team. How true are these myths?
In the quest to satisfy our clients, we try as much as possible to bring showmanship to every event or every engagement. So basically, that's what we do.
What's the worst thing you've heard about Men's Cook?
All we know is to dance. We don't know how to cook.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, they say you don't know how to cook?
Yes. Some people say
Oh, but your food is great.
Yeah.
It is.
So why do they say that? Well, they join us this week on the Day Show to tell us all about it, but that's not all. We'll learn how to pipe.
The piping bag is not supposed to cover the mouth of the nozzle, so you are supposed to cut more.
Go me!
Great. Yes, you're doing amazing, yes.
Has anybody ever ordered cake for
No,
funeral?
we've had to do a divorce cake.
Divorce?
Yes.
Mami Ajwa of Crave Cakes also joins us this week. We'll do some dancing as well. So it's not just about food, it's about creativity all in one right here on The Day Show this week on TV3.
The Day Show, Sundays at 3 p.m. on TV3.
This program is sponsored by Onga.
Welcome back from break. This is Midday Live, and now to our very own. Today, July 9, is the last day for the 3FM Baby Fair. The fair is to offer a platform for dealers in children's items to sell their wares and for families to get all they need at one place. Let's cross over to my colleague for updates on the final day. Michael Ogbodu, take it over.
Hi there, so this is the 3FM Baby Fair happening at the Marina Mall. The 3-day event today, the final day started on Friday, Saturday, and today's Sunday we're bringing the Friday night. If you've missed out on all the 2 days, today is the final day for you to be part of all the great experiences going on here, from the kids play area to the discounted products. And yes, of course, the one-stop environment is created for you for all your especially if a couple out there planning to have a baby, to come and get a clue of how and the prices of the things you're planning to get there. And this is what you put together every item that you need. And so that is the money out there that is in for your kids to play with. And all of that you can find right here at the 3FM Baby Fair happening in Marina. I know you're waiting for a while, but
Well, thank you so much, Michael Ogbodu. And he was bringing us updates live from Marina Mall, where the 3FM Baby Fair is taking place. Today actually is the final day. So families, loved ones, you can just pass through and get yourself some lovely items for your wards. So where to be this afternoon is the Marina Mall for the Baby Fair. Away from that, an HR Outlook and benchmark survey conducted in the country has identified the lack of data collection in the HR landscape. This, the survey indicated, is hindering the enforcement of best practices in the profession.
Effective HR management will attract, retain and develop the best talent, create a positive work culture and drive performance. To achieve this goal, there's a need for reliable data to guide decisions and measure progress. The survey marks a significant step in understanding and optimizing the way HR metrics are measured in an organization. In the organization,
practice as it is enforced indeed will help the bottom line, because you're going to have the employees working as they're supposed to do, and then in so doing be able to push the frontiers of the organization's agenda. And for us, it also empowers the HR practitioners to make a good case.
The research lead, Dr. Erica Fodazi, believes the survey will bring a uniform pay structure and demand accountability from employees.
It will start from the attraction through recruitment to separation. Every one of these phases, there must be data, that there's a big gap. The gap is that they don't have the data. This is the first level of creating awareness on the HR metrics and its relevance, how this can impact people management within organizations.
What sports is up next with Kevin Oswansa?
Good afternoon. It's time for Sports here on Middle Life. My name is Kelvin Otuan. So starting from the Under-23 Africa Cup of Nations, and Morocco made history on Saturday night as they clinched their first ever Total Energies Under-23 Cup of Nations title with a thrilling 2-1 win against 10-man Egypt at the Moulay Abdallah Stadium. Here are the highlights.
They take it short. Well, they've given the ball away, and now an opportunity for Egypt on the counter-attack here. Morocco. Defensive shape has been broken here, and there are men over on that far side. The first pass has been intercepted. The shot comes in from distance. What a strike! Egypt have taken the lead here. You can hear the deflation in the crowd, but what a strike that is. Stunned. All started with the counter-attack. It was half put off there. He stepped over the ball, perhaps, Saber. So a red card check. Well, it's the red card. Mahmoud Saber immediately the ball, but really it was a foot. And Mahmoud Saber has been shown the red card. But when he gets the ball, is El Khanous. Try to release the runner. He gets the ball back again. It's El Khanous teasing ball across, and there's the equaliser. Morocco back on level terms. And it's Yanis Begraoui, a third goal. Put on a plate for him. It has been a great play here from Bilal El Khanous. No offside. That an absolute nightmare for the defences. Driving run. Cut short just outside the area, and this will be a dangerous chances with his left foot to go round the outside of the wall as well. It's teed up on the edge of the area. And Morocco are in the lead. It's the substitute, Oussama Taghaleen. Well, Hamza.
Well, despite the loss, Egypt will join Guinea and Morocco to play at the Paralympic Games. But Mali still have an opportunity to play for another slot. Now moving away from Africa to England, and David De Gea has left Manchester United following the expiration of his contract. The goalkeeper joined United from Atletico Madrid for £17 million in 2011 and went on to make 545 appearances, keeping the club record 190 clean sheets in the process. I would like to express my unwavering gratitude and appreciation for the love from the last 12 years, the Gea said in an interview. We've achieved a lot since my dear Sir Alex Ferguson brought me to this club. During his time at Old Trafford, De Gea won the Premier League, FA Cup, Europa League and 2 Carabao Cups, but his position has been under heavy scrutiny since the arrival of Erik ten Hag last summer. Now staying in England, but this time to London, and new Chelsea manager Mauricio Pochettino is confident that the team will only get better. At a press conference where the West London club presented him, the Argentine said he hopes to deliver his ideas quickly.
We are so happy that at least today we can start here in Kovan, in the training ground, knowing all the people, the staff, meeting the staff, and I think it's exciting now for us. And of course, what we want is to give or to bring, the happiness again to this great football club. Working hard, playing in the way that the fans can enjoy football, and then the history of Chelsea is win. But it's important also in the way that we are going to build that victories. And of course, really exciting, so happy and very grateful with all the people. Of course, I start with Todd, with Dad, with Jose, with, of course, all the people after that really welcome us today and a few days ago when we arrived for the first time here in Kovan. Of trying to win and of course for us to feel really exciting about to work with a very young team in a different approach, of course, than in the past, but I think we need to all understand that we need to work really hard, but in the same time, create a very good atmosphere on the training ground to build the successful for the team in the next few years.
Now to some updates from the Wimbledon. An Italian Matteo Berrettini moved into the last 16 by defeating German Alexander Zverev, the number 19 seed, 6-3, 7-6, and in the women's, Katie Bolter's bid to reach the Wimbledon last 16 for the first time ended quickly as she was outclassed by defending champion Elena Rybakina. The British number 1 was the final home player left in the singles draw, but lost 6-1, 6-1 in just 57 minutes. Well, that will be all for sports this afternoon here on Middle Life. My name is Kelvin Owusu-Ansah. Join us at 6 p.m. on 3FM for the Sports Ultras. There is more news after this break.
On the 9th of July 2023, the journey of happily ever after begins for one couple to be given the right to be called Ghana's perfect match. After weeks of love, drama, betrayal, and loyalty, we bring you the grand finale of your premier television reality show, Perfect Match Extra. 3 couples have gone through 9 weeks of love and drama and have proven their union is fit enough to be that perfect match. A couple now stands a chance to win 50,000 Ghana cedis cash, sponsor products, and so much more. Which couple is it going to be? Kobella, Gralino, or Etolin? Remember that you have the power to vote your favorite couple to become the maiden winners of Perfect Match Extra. Keep voting for your favorite couple on the TV3 reality app and on pmextra.tv. Join us at the forecourt of TV3 on the 9th of July 2023 from 6 p.m. sharp by answering questions and winning points on pmextra.tv. And be a part of a love festival before the main show at 8 p.m. sharp. Let's end all the fun and drama on a perfect note with a grand finale of Perfect Match Extra Season 1. Perfect Match Extra is sponsored by Close Up Complete Fresh Protection for your important oral care needs. Geisha Moringa and Geisha Black Soap for soft and glowing skin. Frutelli Calipo, Forever Clear. Beauty by Cava.
Darling Lemon Drink.
Flora Tissue. Enapa Foods. Say Enapa. Enye Ono Soko. Heaven Black Insecticide Spray and Coil. Heaven Dear Bakope. Top Choco. Ebony Condoms.
Gino Tomato Mix.
Supported by Bell Ice. Capfam. Empire Kitchens. Drugnet. Malcolm. Where Ghana shops.
Blue Jeans Energy Drink.
There's a lot of myths.
Thanks for your time. And now entertainment news. The acting director of the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park, Edward Kwao, has assured that authorities will prioritize a strong maintenance culture to help preserve facilities at the refurbished park. He told 3 Entertainment that a team of competent professionals have been put together to ensure the facility is properly maintained. Take a listen.
How do we ensure that we maintain this? Because I can imagine when it was newly done years ago, it was spectacular, it was beautiful. What plan or mechanism have we put in place?
So thanks to the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, our able Minister, Dr. Awal, the whole team is being set up or put together to make sure the place runs and doesn't run down and is maintained properly.
Okay.
Standards will be kept. So be rest assured that the place will be okay.
When you say standards will be kept?
So fountains will still run.
Okay.
As it should.
Do we have water?
We have water.
We have water. We're never
As part of the renovation, they've installed tanks to store a lot of water.
Okay.
So that we can still use it for our guests, especially to run our washrooms. It's very important in terms of health. So that has been done for us. So key thing that were not there has been more or less solved for us. So we hope to keep it like that.
It's time for international news. The departure of hundreds of Russian Wagner troops from the Central African Republic is part of a rotation of forces rather than a withdrawal. That's according to a spokesperson for the CAR presidency. The short-lived mutiny led by Wagner mercenary founder Yevgeny Prigozhin in Russia in June has raised concerns about the outlook for his group's a sprawling network of military and commercial operations across Central African Republic, other parts of Africa, the Middle East, and elsewhere. Reports of the recent departure of large numbers of Wagner personnel from Central African Republic by plane have fueled speculation in recent days that the group is pulling out of the country, where they have been helping the government to quell several rebel insurgencies since 2018. But Central African Republic presidential spokesperson Albert Yaluke Mokwem said it is not a definite departure, but a rotation. Analysts have said Wagner received login rights and control of a gold mine in Central African Republic. Well, that's how we end today's edition of Midday Live. We came to you live from the news app here at Adesawe Kanda. My name is Josh Quinn. For more news updates, just log on to our website, it's3news.com. Just so you know, we bring you updates on the NDC Victory Rally in Assin North and also updates on the 3FM Baby Fair happening at the Marina Mall in Accra. My name is Josh Quinn. Thanks for watching. Always a pleasure coming your way. Enjoy your afternoon. And PM, good night.